Hey everyone, this is iMage, and this is going to be a new series that I'm making. It's about making money, and the methods that I'll actually be showing are going to start from a no requirement collecting skill and go up to a higher skill that will actually need requirements. So the first method that I'm actually going to be showing you is called collecting sand. It actually requires you guys to fill up buckets with sand, and this will make gold just on the basis that buckets of sand are worth 362 GP more than a bucket itself. So let's get right into the method. The requirements for this method are actually really simple. There are no requirements, but there are a couple of things that you have to set up before you can actually start making money. So first off, you actually have to put your house to the portal in Yan Isle. This can be done at any real estate agent around Runescape. The second thing that needs to be done is you need to change your teleport location to outside of your portal. This can be done by going to settings, going to house options, and changing it to add portal. And then the last thing that you actually need for this method is a ring teleport, such as a dueling ring where you can teleport to Castle Wars, or the new Tokar ring or whatever it's called that you get from the Elder Kiln quest. You also need house teleport tabs or house teleport runes. Once you have all of these requirements or things that you need to set up beforehand, you can actually start making profit. The profit involves a very simple run. At the start of the run, teleport to your house in Yan Isle. You'll actually land outside the portal right below the sandpit. You can actually click a bucket at this time and then drag it over to where the sandpit will be about, so that you can get an earlier click and you can do it a game tick faster, or a couple of game ticks faster. After this, your buckets will automatically start filling up. They actually go pretty quickly. I think it's about 2 every game tick, and if you don't know, that's about 2 fills per every 0.6 seconds. And now I actually have a timer in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. This is real time. It'll show you the exact time that it took me to do a single run. And the more runs that you do, the lower this will actually go. So if you look at this, the first run that I do, I actually mess up, but somehow still get 60 seconds. And then the second run that I do, I go a bit quicker and I get 55-second run. So this will actually happen, but it should fluctuate out to about a 55-second run. Or if you get really into it, you can get into 50 seconds and below. The faster that you do this, though, the better your gold per hour will be, and the more money that you can actually make. Although, while you do this, it's probably a good idea to AFK or do something AFK, such as watch a movie. This actually doesn't require a lot of attention, and I could find it be extremely boring. The reason why I don't really see a lot of people doing this is because it's extremely boring and you get no experience from it. The next money making guides that I will actually be making, or the money making methods that I'll be showing you, will actually require skill, and it will basically start being experience that you can actually gain and more useful money making methods, but this will actually mean more people using these methods as well. And then finally, based on the last run that I just did, you can actually calculate the gold per hour that you will make. If you do 27 buckets per run times by 362 GP per bucket, you make about 9,774 GP per run. And then you have to subtract from this the cost of a house teleport. This is 774 GP per house teleport. This will actually give you about 9,000 GP per run. And then I'm not factoring in the cost of a ring, because hopefully you have the Elder Kiln quest done and you can use that free ring that gives you an infinite number of teleports. And then to calculate your runs per hour, you actually have to do how many seconds it takes you to do one run. I averaged about 55 seconds per run. This means that one run will actually take, or 1 hour will actually give me 65.5 runs. If I times 65.5 runs times my profit per run, which is 9,000 GP, this actually averages out to be about 600k per hour. Now, for having a no requirement cost, this method is actually very viable for low levels and levels that actually just want to start out making money. If you do this for, say, 2 hours, you can actually make 1.2 mil, which is actually pretty close to half the gold per hour that you can make of killing most high-level monsters. And finally, if I had to give this method a review, I would say it's very viable for low levels, and it's actually possible for higher level players. But if you are a higher level player, I would actually suggest doing something else, because there's probably a money making method that you do not know about yet that will give you a higher gold per hour average. And that is why I'm going to be making more of these, so that you guys can see what you should be doing pretty much around your level and other ways to make money. So if you want to use this method, go for it. It's actually a decent way to start making an opening amount of cash. I would only do it for a few hours to get maybe a few mil, and then from there I would spend the few mil to go train other skills or kill other monsters, and you can actually collect a reward or something that would be more beneficial and more profitable. So overall, this gives no experience per hour. You only do this basically just to make money, so I wouldn't recommend doing it for an extended period of time. But I would recommend doing it to start off pretty much if you had basically no starting cash and you needed to start making money, like if you got hacked or if you started out with no money to begin with. But this method is very good and it can be used by anyone, so that's a plus. I guess though this is the end of the video, and you guys can actually subscribe if you like it. I will be making more of them and better ones soon. And then you can always click on the previous video that I just made. It'll be up on the screen right now. And thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.
Hey everybody, it's iMage Rex.
What am I doing
this
here?
week we had the action
I am
trip.
actually
So
going to
show you
share
the
my
solo trip.
and
And
I'm
we're
running
just
a
using
little bit of it, and I'm
cool.
going to